Welcome to KIllco Whizzky Musings. Remember to say the name right this time. My name is Brian, and I'm a mess today. And am I not a mess? We are here for Sample Sunday because I have samples. And it is Sunday. First thing I'm going to do, however, is finish my sandwich. Mike Franklin, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and good morning. Cheech, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Always a pleasure to see people here, because there's always that moment of, I don't know if anyone's going to be here tonight, because my brain. Turkey sandwich. First time I think I've actually been eating on stream because of just how off I am today. I've been pretty good for the past while, but I don't know if it's, I think I'm going to blame, as most people do, daylight savings time. Because as soon as that got put into place once more, my sleeping pattern, which was always bad, decided to be like, hey, remember how you got to sleep at the normal-ish times, like 2 a.m.? Well, now it's going to be 4 a.m. Or, in this case, with yesterday, it was just before midnight, and I think I woke up at 5:30. I don't know why. I'm going to try to take a nap, and I don't even know if I fell asleep. I might have. My stomach's still making noises. You can hear that. Sorry. Completely out of my control. And it's because I haven't eaten anything today except a muffin and a coffee. Big coffee. Was it a big coffee? Yes, cold brew. I'm also trying to decide what I want to drink. The eternal dilemma. I have a few things. Oh my gosh. I think YouTube only cares about numbers. I think the YouTube overlords love seeing hundreds of thousands of people in this channel. Okay. Suddenly I had the thought of, well, what is the most peoples that's ever been on someone's stream before? It's probably well over 1,000. Oh, 2,000. Call up Whiskey. Hello. Schwelcome. I don't know why I say schwelcome, but instead of welcome, but what's the fun in that word? Ow. I was literally watching the timer go down, trying to eat this sandwich faster. Didn't work. Well, you're always welcome. Schwelcome. So, the options for the evening, for the moment, that I pulled out here, both don't say much on the label. That's part of it. So, I was like, I'm not exactly sure exactly what all of these are. Figured out. This one in particular has me slightly confused. I think it means 1910, but I'm not sure. We have OF10, which I'm assuming means Old Forester 1910, I think. Not really sure, though. So it could be anything. Unless Old Forester has a 10-year I'm unaware of. Which it might. I couldn't find anything. I did the thing of the search and the thing. It only showed me 1910. There you go. Our second pour of the evening will probably be this one. JDBP, Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. Probably. That's my best guess. We'll see. I don't know which one is less thing. Words go here. Proof? Percentage? Yeah, those words. I don't know which is lower. So I don't know which to pour first. They might both be well over 100 something. But hey, there's one way to find out. Let me know what you think. Which one should I drink first? I think I can look up Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. Stomach is so angry. Don't go an entire day without eating. Your body does not approve. Well, it wasn't an entire day. It was just very early in the morning that I had a muffin And yeah, it's 6 p.m. So it's probably been about 10 hours, maybe. What is time anyway? Feels so quiet in here. I don't know if it's me or what. I still have my tinnitus in this ear. But other than that, oh, I know what it is. The lady next door isn't ranting and raving. That's why it seems quiet. For the moment. I don't even know if this is native wood. Let me know what you're drinking, if you're drinking anything. Let me know what you're looking forward to this week. Let me know if there are any bottles you're hunting. That's always fun. I should be hunting more bottles someday when I have more funds and also when I feel like I can actually go outside more often. That is not the case right now. Speaking of, every time I do that. Nope, wrong thing. Wrong thing. There we go. Make sure people can see the Venmo. Bonder, welcome. Welcome. I don't want to eat downstream. I didn't want to eat downstream. I had no choice. It was either eat the last few bites on stream or go on late. I'm not going to do that. I'm barely able to have a normal schedule with this. I didn't even check to see if the microphone was plugged in. Whoa. Creaky chair, huh? Drive me nuts. All right. I didn't find anything. Oh. Jack Daniels thing. I don't know if it's single barrel proof or this other one. Jack Daniels single barrel 100 proof travel retail exclusive. I have no idea. Whiskey Encore. Welcome. I saw you earlier. I know. Can you tell I have memory problems? And I'm tired. I don't like being tired. I'm always tired, but in particular today, it's just, I feel a mess. I don't know why. I almost feel like, nothing like what Sheila felt like on her stream. Bourbon baller, welcome. Very wood forward, huh? If that's what it is. Again, I'm not sure. Just says OF10. Could be anything. And then the JDBP, I assume it's single barrel proof, which I believe I had once. I know I'm looking at the picture of the bottle, and I definitely had something like that. I don't know if it was a single barrel or something else. Oh, there you go. I will join you, Barn Door, with my mystery sample, which we're all going to assume is Old Forester 1910. And if it isn't, well, I'll never know what it is. I've gotten spoiled by samples. Really. I've gotten so used to names and percentages and that kind of thing. What's one of the ones that was sent recently from the lakes, I think? Where is it? Yeah. This isn't in hand. This is, first of all, they wrote this down. So, oh, and this is Julie's choice. This is Old Carter Barrel 99 Bourbon. 122.7 proof. It says right on it, Julie's choice. That's Julie L. For those of you who are on the streams. You may know of them. You may. I think you do. Hell, I might even pour just whatever I want later. Like, I sample Sunday, so I have to have at least one sample. But part of me wants to just do the freaking same thing I do on... Wait, what do I do on Fridays? Oh. Friday night drink streams where I just drink whatever the hell I want. 2 wheels down. Hello. Welcome. David. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Gishk? Hi. I say I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, and I do. Never do that to yourself, folks. I have a feeling I'm the person who's like, if you tell me not to do something, the best way to make me do it. Which in turn is a problem, because then you start to wonder if people say, don't do that. And you're like, well, I will, unless you know I will. Then I won't. But I will if you really don't want me to. I don't know why I had that thought in my head. Those glorious. Blech. Oh, I did. Sweet. I always get terrified about pronouncing last names because with my last name being what it is, Kalavy, no one ever gets it right. Ever. Very few people have gotten it right. And even then, iffy. I know Daniel Whittington says it right. And that's kind of all that matters, really. And my parents and my brother and other people who know it. Ugh. See billboards with my name. No, I don't think so. That'd be really weird, actually. I'd be confused. My shirt keeps scrunching. It's annoying. Right. Old Forester 1910. That's what I'm assuming it was. The tasting notes will probably tell me, like, if someone, who has it? Barndor, you can help me. You tell me what you think, and I'll see if any of that's in here. Because, and again, I just ate food. I'm doing everything wrong. I really am. You're not supposed to eat for a while. You're not supposed to eat anything, really. I had this song stuck in my head like a week ago. Or was that Friday? Might have been Friday. I remember you looked it up. I've already forgotten what it is. I don't know why it's in my head. Bushmills cast strength. What? Half the price it was going for a month ago. That's because St. Patrick's Day is over. Everyone's like, oh man, we got to get rid of all this Irish whiskey we had hoarded. Dang. A Bushmills cast strength? I didn't know there was one. Now I do. Now that I have to put that on my list of things I want to try. I think the only thing I heard of from Bushmills recently was the 15-year. Maybe not. We're going to talk in schmabies today. Because I'll say schwelcome and schmaby and schweinot. You can tell I'm having a day. You can tell. I can tell. If you can tell, and I can tell, and we can tell, well, that's that. Old Forester 1910. I didn't type that. I do have the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof, which I guess I will keep open. Just for my own sake. And you all know how this works, I assume. Maybe some of you don't. I will taste said whiskey, if I can, figure out what I like about it, what I can kind of gather from it. I also had orange juice earlier, another mistake. And then I will look up the review on the app, which is linked below, I think. And we'll see what else there is. Hopefully there are more tasting notes, because sometimes there aren't. And that makes it super fun. Old Forester 1910. Oh, God, 1910 was a long time ago. That's what I hear. I believe I've had a couple Old Foresters before, but I've noticed one of the problems I have with doing samples, and sample Sundays especially, is for one, I'm going to have to go back and do something I don't want to do. And that is to go back to all the streams I've done and then little parentheses? Sure, whatever those things are. I'm going to have to eventually type in what I sampled so I can find it, if nothing else, so I know what I had during that stream. So I can look it up later in life when I'm like, oh, yes, I remember the day I had the Old Forester 1910. It was a Sunday because it was sample Sunday. So, whenever I get there, if I get there, I might. Many people have, so I don't even know what age that was. You tell me. The color will tell a lot. Well, it looks a lot like a bourbon. It's actually a pretty decent color when I'm looking at it. It's still not quite. Yeah, I'd say that's amber. I like a little darker amber, though. I wish I had a good example. Well, and again, things look different in bottles. Like, that's about the right color. This is just slightly different. It's a little lighter. This, of course, is early times, which I am putting a dent in. I got this 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Not long ago. It certainly tastes different. And again, it's 100 proof. Yeah. I still need to kill this one. I did bottle kill one thing. I bottle killed a... Four was a small batch like yesterday. That was swell. Well, words. Ah. Huh. 100 pounds. Yeah, of course it did. I got just gone immediately. Oh no, there's trouble. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. It's always nice to see the Bourbon Wrench here. Keep all of you in line. No. Just, it's nice to see Trev. Big time YouTube star. Much like me. No, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm always glad to see other channels here, of course, because it's like hangout time for it's a whiskey tuber hangout, which I'm fine with. I feel a weird twinge in my leg. I'm a mess. I really am. It's like I got a Charlie horse, but I don't think I did recently. Not that I'm aware of. Pepsi. I don't remember the last time I had Pepsi. As long as it doesn't taste like Pepsi, because I don't really like Pepsi. I'm gonna start freaking panic. Which one do you like more, Coke or Pepsi? I don't drink either, to be honest. I drink Mountain Dew occasionally, very occasionally. I don't like the taste of Pepsi. I'm not sure why. I think it's too sweet. And Coke, there's something else about it I like. I don't know what. But I've definitely had those moments. And this is the only way I can tell if I like something specifically. Is if you go to a restaurant or a drive-thru or whatever. And you're like, yeah, I'll have a Coke. And they're like, will Pepsi do? And you're like, yeah. No. No, it won't. I wanted Coke. Don't care. Again, I don't drink much soda these days. When you're 40, it's just like, why did I? Oh, God, I shouldn't. Oh, why? That's pretty much what happens, supposedly. Yeah. I have to do it near the microphone so it sounds sexy. And we all want our whiskey to sound sexy. I don't know why. Doodah, really? Doodah, goddamn. Questions are being asked, and I'm not answering them because I can't control myself. Hold on. Oh, I hope all of you saw the Whiskey Tribe episode yesterday. I did, and suddenly I want to buy underwear. If you haven't watched it, then that's a very confusing statement. But if you have, you probably have an idea what I'm talking about, because that was freaking hilarious. Oh, my brains. I just remember to bring up the chat as well so I can see the ats. Bottom left in front of the Tullamore Dew. Bottom left. Bottom left. Bottom left. I'll just look for the Tullamore Dew because your angle is different than mine. The Tullamore Dew. I think. The Tullamore Dew? Woo! In front of it? Like this one? Question mark. I'm surprised you can even see the Tullamore Dew. Can you see the Tullamore Dew? Somebody will be happy to see this one here. Elijah Craig. I'm looking forward to sampling this. It's unopened. Untouched by mortal hands. Well, someone had to touch it. Pepsi is sweeter. I like sweet bourbons and such, but you give me certain sweet things. The white label Tullamore. Am I grabbing the wrong thing? Oh, that's a Teeling. That's why. My brain no working so good. I'm so tired. Oh, this? West Cork or Nika? I think that's Tullamore. Sure. That's my, this is my Irish-ish section. Japanese is over here too. I've moved things around a little. Like these are the Japanese bottles I had. This one is, up front because it's tiny. It's much short. If I put it in the back, no one will ever see it. I have that weird feeling that I have to organize these by height. I'm not doing a very good job. Whatever. Oh man, the grill. I wish I could grill stuff, but that would require effort and having a grill and having it outside where I can grill, which I don't have. Living in an apartment complex causes that problem. The left one, the tiny one? I'm trying to figure out, because do you mean my left, which is that way, or your left, which is this way, which I'm assuming? Because this one's West Cork, which is an Irish whiskey, and this one is Nika from the Barrel, which is astounding stuff. And I only have that bottle. It was like $70. Oh. Well, Taps. I'm trying to remember what Taps is. No, that's the morning one. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's it. I was going to do the other one, which is wrong. That's not it. West Cork, yes. The bourbon finished. I got that from my brother. Well, I got one of the early versions from my brother. That one I bought at some other point. Maybe it was donated by my parents. Not sure. Oddly enough, I drank an entire bottle of that stuff years ago. But when I went back to it recently, it wasn't like I remembered. I think I put it in a flight with a few other things. And it was just not right. Yeah, Trev, I hope you're feeling all right. I think what was it? Friday, I assume, because that's when you usually stream after I stream. You had a stream, and you had a bunch of high-proof stuff, I think. My brain is fuzzy. And well, it's always fuzzy, but then ADHD Whiskey went on, and I think you had a late stream because you were asking for punishment. I don't know. I wasn't there. I was probably unconscious. I don't remember where I was. Maybe I was playing games? I don't know. There we go. The color looks better in the glass. Gotta say. That's amber right there. To me. You tell me what you think that color is. I would call it a lovely amber hue. And again, it looks much better in the glass than it did in here for reasons I don't know about. And now I got my body lies over the ocean stuck in my head. That's swell. Sure. Told you I'm a mess today. I really am. I'm so tired. I hope I get to sleep at a normal time tonight. And by normal time, I mean 2 a.m. It would be grand. We'll see. Okay, good. Barn door. Oh, wait. I saw the comment over here, and now I have to wait for it to show up over here. Yeah, there we go. That looks like the 1910. Good. That's all I'll assume it is. Again, we're making assumptions here. It only makes sense. OF10. I feel like that's Old Forester 1910. I hope. All right. Cleanse the palate, shall we? It's only been half an hour almost. Good grief. What are you people doing? Okay. Oh, that's better. I put ice cubes in there too. Let's center ourselves. Hold our breath for some reason. And we're ready to whiskey. That feels like a t-shirt thing, doesn't it? I'm ready to whiskey. I'm not making t-shirts. Someone else do that. Trev, do that. I'm ready to whiskey. Oh my gosh, it smells wonderful. That's definitely bourbon sweet to me. That's nice. I have to get Old Forester someday, apparently. Starting to salivate already. Good gosh. That's, you have a problem with like whiskey. I haven't had a drink all day, which would be a little odd since it is 6 p.m. 5 o'clock somewhere, though. So if you start drinking at 5, it's okay. That could be 5 in the morning, though. So it's up to you which of those it is. I'm thinking of caramels and brown sugar on this one, which I like. Technically, I'm just listing off the usual bourbons, smells/tastes. I thought it was a little peppery at first on the smell, which was weird. But then I remembered I put a little pepper on the sandwich I had. I'm going to blame that. Trying to see if there's any oakness to it. Let's see. Let's do this the whole time. How you doing? Imagine doing that at a bar. Like just sitting there looking at someone being like, no, that'd be bad. That'd be weird. I'm going to have to do that sometime. Maybe to my brother. That'd be funny. I got my mouth closed. Oops. That's how you're supposed to smell whiskey, just so you know. Don't do that. Well, it's definitely bourbon. How's that? It's definitely bourbon. We're going to assume it's Old Forester 1910. It smells lovely, as I've said numerous times on this channel. I wish I had better words. I'm very good at saying lovely, and it's fine. For the most part, it just makes me want to drink it. So I think it's accomplished its task of whiskey. Congratulations. I'm going to drink you. You've done your job. Rest in peace. Soon. There's an Old Forester 1920. What's the difference? Does anyone know the difference between 1910 and 1920? How about that for Old Forester stuff? Is it a series? I'm seeing other numbers too. 1870, 1897. Birthday bourbon. Wait. Is the birthday bourbon the little squat thing? No. Keep that in mind. I still have yet to figure out how oak really shows up for me. I think it's usually a drying sensation. That's usually when I think it's an oak thing. And I find I say the word tannin sometimes, and I think it's along those lines, but okay. So it's just a proof thing? As always, I've done plenty of research on my whiskey. It's Google. Google is research. This is why you guys are here. Tell me things, because I don't know. Shamanama hair. I'm sorry. Now it's in your head. 1920 is also delicious. I think that's the one I had last time, but again, doing streams of stuff and sample Sundays, it's just, what the heck did I have? And I'm going to have to go over many videos, many streams to figure out what the heck I actually had. Like, I don't remember what I had last Sunday. Wait. Yes, I know what I had last. I had Old Ezra last Sunday, and I had that one's an old one. I think I ripped that off ages ago. And Chattanooga, I think I had on Friday. You can tell how often I clean my desk if I have bottles from last week still. Ugh. All right, let us get into it. Yes, Cheech, you are my research, as is the Google and the Whizzky app, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I can't know what I'm doing. I got into whiskey a few years ago. So it's like every time I have a whiskey, it's something new. Unless you, clearly, if it's the one that's sitting here that I've had numerous times and I enjoy, I can tell you a little more about it. I can tell you very little about Wild Turkey 101, and that's one of my favorites, other than it's from Kentucky. I know why it's called Wild Turkey. That too, because of the hunting trips, and the guys brought the bourbon, and everyone liked it so much. They're like, oh, where's that Wild Turkey whiskey? I don't know why they talk like that. That's okay. Oh, God, it smells good. I always want to say slancha, but I know this is bourbon. So cheers, or salute, or kampai, or prost. Pick one. All of them are the same thing. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Ugh, burning. Right there. I only took the slightest of sips because I don't have much of this. But you were correct. It is kind of wood forward. That's funny. Like, the smell of it's pretty sweet. And then you drink it. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Tomasi? Ute? Hi, welcome, Prost. Let's throw it down the hatch. What else is there? There's so many different ways you can say cheers / let's have a drink. Oh my gosh. What have you done? It's wonderful. I feel like I should be the channel that kills bottles, but then I realized it's just me. I can't do that. My liver, no. I know where my liver is, by the way. It's right here. The only reason I know that is because they've checked on it a few times. I pretty much have a fatty liver-ish. And it's better now that I've lost a little weight, but I need to lose more. I think I'm at 177 right now. I'm not happy about that. I was 157 a little while ago. And then I started taking new medication. The joys of trying to deal with your mental health and having it affect your regular health, your physical health. That's always great. Sald, swelled, a ham. I want more Old Forester, but I can't find it anywhere. Can I? That's the other problem that happens with this stream / channel is as soon as I start thinking about one thing, I go off on a tangent. Oh, I'm going to ask any of you. You probably know you play PC games, but if you play PC games, let me know what you're playing. I'm playing the Division 2 a lot these days. It's not healthy because that's all I do. If I'm awake and playing that game. Shooter looters are my enemy. And they're glorious. Because I'll just get sucked into that nonsense for weeks. The joys of having the ADHD brain. You'll just get hyper-focused on something for a while. And then eventually, I don't know when, but at some point I'm going to completely lose interest and do something else. Like watch Star Trek reruns constantly. Even though I've seen the episodes dozens of times at least. Dozens. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Old Forester. Oh, nice. They're doing a remake, a remaster, I think that's what they call it, of Diablo 2, I think. Maybe. But I have to say, I don't like the fact that now PC games, I don't like it and I do like it. Let's rephrase that. And this is just an opinion, so take it for what you will. They're remaking a lot of stuff. And Blizzard is like, oh, remember Diablo 2? How awesome that was? Let's do that again. They did that with Warcraft 3 not long ago. They didn't do a great job. People were not happy about that. And then there's stuff like Doom. If you ever played the game Doom, I was happy they remade that, but I haven't been able to play all of them because it's not the same. It's much more complicated. And I die a lot, which is upsetting. Rainbow Six Siege. I know of the Rainbow Six Siege. I don't usually play it. Well, I don't play it. I don't play it at all. But I know it's on the Blizzard launcher thing. Is that what it is? Hang on, I gotta figure that out. I was playing Overwatch earlier today because reasons. And if some of you were here for my failed attempt at streaming video games not long ago, I played that for a half a second. I have to be in a certain mindset to play that game because it gets really frustrating. And as I am one to get frustrated easily, gotta be careful. I did what I wanted to do today. I had some fun. I got some sweet kills, bro. Ugh. Can't believe I said that. Fat kills, sweet kills. Where is it? Am I thinking of this? No, it's not the Blizzard app. What am I thinking about? Call of Duty, that's what I'm thinking of. Is the other thing on the other thing? I have too many things for the record. For the things I have, and I forget what they are every day. Oh yeah, Rainbow Six Siege is on Ubisoft. I played Ubisoft games forever. Yes. I should just wait until someone in chat figures it out because blah. House of the Dead. That sounds familiar. Did you ever play, what was it, Super Meat Boy? That was a game to make you go absolutely crazy. Nice. I have a Twitch account. Is it linked below? I think it is, but now I'm not sure. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a while. I'm gonna say middle of last year, maybe. For no other reason other than last year being what it was, and also crippling depression last year. That was fun too. Yeah, I kind of lost interest in doing it because no one was ever there. I don't even think of anyone who was ever there, now that I think about it. Maybe one or two people occasionally. I got a lot of advertisement people. They would show up and spam the chat and no one's there. So it's like, what are you doing? See, when I think zombie shooter game, I think Left 4 Dead. That was the most recent shooter I can remember playing. But I think you're also telling me about the little fake gun thing. I remember playing that one. Woo! It's hot. I like. That's much sweeter on the tongue now because I drank a little more. And it still burns going down. Lovely. It's good. I like. No, I really do like it. I don't know what the proof is. I know I like Old Forester stuff, apparently. I'm a bit sad now, though. Because I looked up the price of this. And, well, not this, actually. It's the 1920. So Old Forester 1920 bourbon I can buy nearby at a store I go to often for $61.99. Which is about, $30+ outside of my range of stuff I will buy, especially if it's only 750 milliliters. Milliliters? Is that what that is? Sure. I want a liter bottle at least. Give it to me. What's got a description and everything? But at least I can get it. That's the important part. I can get a bottle of Old Forester 1920 if I want, but I won't. Unless someone wants to donate the bottle. That's not necessary. I say that in complete jest, by the way, because bleh. And I have been thinking about different ways I can share my whiskey someday, but that is stressful. Stressful, we'll say. As I was talking with Trev, was it Friday? Concept of time is weird, especially for me who has sleeping problems. So, Friday was yesterday to me almost because I don't know what happened yesterday. It's a blur. I think I was on Schwagner's stream. Pretty sure it was. But yes, I was talking to Trev briefly on the stream about the toils and madness of doing shipping stuff. It just hurts my head to think about. There you go. Blind playthrough recently banned because it was discriminatory. Well, I understand that. What would you call it, though? I guess first playthrough. That's really the more appropriate thing to say, I guess. Freaking First playthrough. Now I'm thinking, did I ever say a blind playthrough? I don't think I did. I hope I didn't. I mean, granted, first playthrough is probably what I would say. Yeah, Twitch is an interesting place these days. What was the other thing that died not long ago? Not died. It was absorbed into Facebook, if I remember correctly. I remember the name of it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But there was a new gaming platform. I was even on it briefly. I didn't really actually put any effort into it, but I tried it. And then it just disappeared and ended, and Facebook ate it. So that's what it does, if you're wondering. Whoa. Yeah, well, even that would be too much for me. I mean, I really like Redbreast 12, but that's $50, and no. My limit sort of is $40, and that's mostly just because $40 is the handle of I wish. $40 is a handle of red. Why? Wild Turkey 101 handle costs $40. I got it that time. Did I mention I'm a mess today? I am. Definitely a mess. Definitely a mess. Let's see. More chats. Oh. Nice. Mixer, yes, that's what it was. That's the thing that disappeared not long ago. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's kind of one of the main reasons I stopped doing the Twitch thing. It's like, well, here's the thing. We'll talk weird stuff for a minute. You can either work for Amazon or work for Google. So I guess I've made my choice. When I say the YouTube overlords, I'm pretty much referring to Google. And I'm using Google to look stuff up. I can't escape. No one can escape. Words are hard, yes. Like when you live in my brain, it's just, what was I talking about? Where am I? I need to say the, her. And my brain just now, it was a mix of, I was talking about Redbreast a minute ago. I like Wild Turkey Rare Breed. And what I mean to say is Wild Turkey 101. None of those came out right until the end. And even then, I had to change the phrasing. That was the only way to do it properly. You should see what it's like in videos, where I just kind of go, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what I meant. That's nice. Definitely is wood forward, though. Not in a bad way. Like the, I think it's the Knob Creek one I have. That one's kind of wood forward-ish. Oh, yes. And if you haven't told me, because I haven't seen anything, I know, oh, my brain. Someone else is drinking this with me. I've already forgotten who, because that is the world I live in, where I saw something a few minutes ago and it's gone. Barn Door likes 1920. I'm trying to scroll back to figure out who it was. They'll tell me. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Oh, hi, Ma. Welcome. Folks, my mother, she's here to support me and make sure I'm not getting trashed on the stream. It's not true. Barn Door, you. Okay, good. Bye, David. Thank you for stopping by. Just you. Come back and share sometime, as they say. Oh, wait. What is it they say on... My mind just doesn't want to work today. They were live last night. I watched them every Saturday. I was on their stream. Hot butter rolls. Wow, that took a while. But yeah. What was the point of saying that? Good God, I'm a mess. I remembered something, and I forgot what it was because I got distracted. Something about Hot butter rolls channel. They streamed last night. My stream of consciousness is so confusing. You have no idea. trying to remember what I was talking about. It's not working at all. I'm even looking back at what's being talked about, and it's just bleh. Bleh. Whiskey Nose, welcome. Have you been here? God, I don't even know. Welcome to the show we're having, Whiskey. It's glorious. I'm forgetting what I was talking about. I'm still thinking about what I was talking about, and it's gone now. Fare thee well. Whatever it was. It had something to do with Hot Butter Earl's show or channel or something. He has so much whiskey. It's unbelievable. Richie Z. Now the party can start. It's official. Yeah. Good evening, good evening. How are you? It's time to stop and take off your shoe. My stream of consciousness is just a mess. Yep. Ow. I feel like I was talking about this whiskey. I briefly mentioned Knob Creek. I just started talking about Hot Butter Earl's channel. Why did I? Oh. My stall. Welcome to the show. Once again. Glad you are well, Richie Z. I feel like my streams are such an odd little place because it's one moment of, oh, it's Friday and we're ready to have a drink. And then it's Sunday where it's like, it's Sunday and Monday's tomorrow. I don't know. My energy changes a bit, even though it has nothing to do with me. I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. I have an appointment, I think. Do I have an appointment? Let's find out, shall we? I think it's 1, 2, 2, 1. I just hope I'm awake. As I said, it's been kind of crazy. Nice. Whoops. God damn it. There we go. I hope you enjoyed your dinner, whatever it was. Yes, I know it's Bourbonitis tonight. I have a reminder in my phone, even though I go on stream just before them. I do have an appointment tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And I have to pay my electrical bill as well, it seems. Yes. I mean, I actively avoid that because I did too much of that when I was younger. So I'm good. I don't need to drink to inebriation anymore. It's not healthy for my body. It's not healthy for my brain. It's just not. I have enough problems as it is. I don't need a hangover. That's not what I need in my life. What? Well, there you go. You heard it here first, folks. The Bourbon Ranch cannot be stopped. He will be going live after the stream, which is 8 p.m. It's a little over an hour. Why aren't they going live? I was looking forward to it. No. I mean, I was looking forward to it, but I'm glad you're going live because the last couple times when I know they're not going live, I just go, screw it, I'll just keep going for 2 more hours. And I can't do that because StreamYards is not happy with me. It's been telling me I am going to run out of hours of streaming stuff because this is the free version. You can tell by the duck in the corner. No. But they are asking me to give them money, and I can't because I don't have any. Or I don't have any income. I have some money. I have to pay bills and stuff. I don't have much more. Oh, illness. Oh. Well, that sucks. I hope it's not the illness, because that would also suck even more. The illness that shall not be named. Woot woot. That's why you said time to party. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, I missed something. The room, hello. Cool. There you go. That feels like a funny moment. It's like, oh, no, it's Bourbon night. Well, travel do. Oh, that feels wrong. Good that you're taking up the mantle of bourbon tonight. I'll probably be there. I hope I'll be there. Good grief. Yes. That wasn't what it was, but 10 minutes to 7, my computer reminds me it's bourbon night, as if I didn't know. There you go. Meal prep. I should do that someday. Never gonna happen. I mean, I can explain how it happened, but we're not that kind of channel at the moment. We'll see. No, you said Chad. You stick with that. Okay. God, someday I'll actually have an actual plan for this. Never. Shush. Okay. So Old Forester, 1910 is what we have in our glass. It's lovely, as I always say. I don't always say that. Some whiskeys I've had over the past week. Gosh, was last week St. Patrick's Day? It was, wasn't it? Was it? Sure. But there were some Irish whiskeys I had recently, which just was like, what the heck is this? It's not what I expected at all. Bourbon Ranch, you need to teach me your ways. Teach me of the meal prep so I can be gains and buff and strong and look like this guy. Oh, I don't want to look like this guy. It's a joke. I would like to be in better shape, but that requires having the energy and ability to exercise, which I don't think I've done in a year. Just terrible. I used to go to spin classes. At least that was something. But, 2020 was a thing. Okay, a little peppery. Sweet, but not too sweet. Caramels, brown sugars. It's sweet near the end. It's interesting. And a long finish. Right? I mean, technically, yeah, I could, but I've never understood lobster. I've had it a couple times, and it's like, well, it tastes like the butter I put it in, and it's kind of squishy. So, yay. Oh, yes. Yes. Silver Sarah is S-A-R-A. She doesn't have an H in her name. Only when she's had a few and she's in that kind of mindset is she's Sarah with an H. And then there's Chaz, I believe. I think. Lobster. Yeah. Not lobster. Lob man, welcome. If I didn't see you pop in. Unless that's the first time you've said something. Then welcome. Shut up, stomach. You can hear that? I don't know what it's doing. Oh, bar doors about the gains. Struggle with gaining weight. Oh, I'm good at that. I've gained 20 pounds in the past year. I wonder why. Brian Typing, welcome to the show. You're here to have a drink. I hope you're here to have a drink too. T-Rev. I don't have a drunk name yet. I hope I don't, because that'd be kind of weird. Me too. I mean, remember the days when it's like, oh, they're sick. They must have got a cold or something. Oh, could it be the flu? Oh, that'd be terrible. Nowadays, it's like someone's sick. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. Jeez. Okay, good. I fear the days when there's, I fear the possibility of the days when there are a whole bunch of people in here and I can't keep up with chat anymore. And I can't say hi to people who come in because, But I do know that ends up being a lot of the first part of the stream when you have lots of people waiting for your stream to start because you have to say hi to everyone who's been waiting. And 30 minutes in, you're like, all right, let's start. I do that already. I did that today. It's like 20 minutes in and I haven't even started. We're coming up on the point of the hour and I haven't even gotten the Old Forester 1910 notes. It's almost. Oh gosh, there are different versions. Ow. Oh, and for those of you just showing, let me know what you're drinking. If anything. You could be drinking water. I still want to know. You could be drinking Pepsi. I'd want to know. Or Coke. Or Mountain Dew. We had a discussion about those earlier. $19.10 thing. Tell me. Old Forester Whiskey Rose Series Bourbon 1910. Is that right? Rose Series? Because I only heard of it as Old Forester 1910. Chat, let me know so I can click on the right thing. Whiskey Rose Series. Oh, yes, and tell me. I can look it up, but does Old Forester Birthday Bourbon? That's the funny shaped bottle. It's like this, and then rolled spout. I think it is. I've seen it. I've had it. But I didn't know it was Old Forester. Mom has water. Mom always has water or tea. Oh, I bet. Thankfully, I don't go out much. And when I do, I have a mask and gloves on and stuff. So there you go. Ooh. Red label. Well, I mean, there's a double-edged sword there. It's like, I have a family dinner later tonight, so I'm having soda. Or you have a drink of whiskey, and it's like, yeah, I have a family dinner later tonight. I'm having a drink. Whiskey Rose Series. Right. Good. Ooh, tea. What kind of tea? Like just your regular kind of tea? Like freaking, when I see someone say tea, I think of Earl Grey because Captain Picard, even though it's, probably not what people are drinking. Oh, Trev's telling me things. Whiskey Heritage, and they released those specific years. And back in 1910, our forefathers created the first bourbon on Earth. We are the only people on the planet to make this whiskey because heritage and lineage and old-fashioned recipe. That's how bourbon works, I hear. I have no idea. Nice. My mother and father just got their second shot recently. Huh. I think my brother got one. I think. I have gotten nothing. Because I don't go anywhere. I don't have a job. Haven't had a job for 10 years, which sucks, but hell well. I don't go out much. I have phobias about going out. As I've said many times on stream, my mental health is not great. And everyone is experiencing what it's like to be me just for now. That utter terror of going out and being around people and hoping you don't get sick and hoping nothing goes horribly wrong for you. That's all kinds of fun. What? Plans. It's called plans. No, we were trying to figure out the Old Forester 1910. Now that I'm looking at the label, I've clicked on the thing. It said Old Forester Whiskey Rose Series Bourbon 1910, Old Fine Whiskey. Yeah. And for my brain, it was Old Forester 1910. So I had to verify that was the right thing. I think it is. My email? There should be a link in the description. No, it should be a link on the About page. It's just, I think it's what? I should know this offhand, but I don't. KIllco77@hotmail.com for the emails. For me, anyway. If you're asking me, I assume you are. Whoa. Oh, did it? Double oaked. Well, science. History. Science, history. Ugh, that sounds good. I like black tea. All right, on to the actual tasting notes of this, since we've been here for an hour. And I still have one more drink to have. Ouch. So, I mean, I'm already second guessing everything I said. No, I'm not. All right, the commute. We'll wait first. The price. What? That can't be right. I mean, it can be right. Clue me in, people, if you've ever bought a Old Forester 1910, because the average price paid, supposedly, according to this random webpage that I use all the time, says $75.99, which doesn't feel right. I've never bought a bottle, so I have no idea. And again, when I looked up what I can buy nearby, it was 60, 62, 63, 62, 61.99. So the 1910 could cost that much. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh gosh, everything hurts. John T, cheers. Schwelcome. Yeah, I mean, that's why I Google everything. And that sounds right. That's the important part. It sounds right. $1920.60, huh? Price difference. Again, this is the average price paid. So what it does, I think, is since it's a community thing, one of the questions, like when you put in words, okay, for the app I use, when you put a bottle in your collection, like you say, add bottle, say about Wild Turkey, add bottle, it would ask you how much you paid. So I'm pretty sure that that's how they get the average price paid. They don't actually list anything specific. It's just they kind of take the numbers that everyone punches in and give you a kind of meh sort of result for a price. Again, that's a lot. I mean, I like Old Forester, but I don't like it that much. And again, we're going off of samples. Only had samples of it. Schwamples. Oh. And again, birthday bourbon is that weird hunk kind of glass that I've seen. All right, nose profile for community notes here, by the by. If you want to know what I thought, you can watch earlier because I said kind of the same thing. I didn't say vanilla or anything like that. Cause I get maybe anyway. The community notes are oak, vanilla, caramel, cinnamon, brown sugar, chocolate. That was a nice one to see, and spicy. Spicy. I definitely did get brown sugar initially. Can you hear that? The new neighbors. I think they're still moving in, honestly. Whoa. All right, flavor. Ooh. I mean, I don't get that. But the flavor profile for a community is oak, cooked fruit, caramel, and pepper. Oddly enough, it doesn't say oaky, which kind of is, to me anyway. And I was influenced. Someone said it was oaky, and I was like, okay, I should expect that now. But yeah, I think it is. Ah. Ooh. That's no good. I might have to get a bottle someday, but again, I would just drink it. So that's really the clutch thing for me is, well, I'm going to buy a bottle and I'm just going to drink it. So do I want to spend a lot on it? No. Do I want said whiskey? Yes. Do I want to spend that much just for something I'm going to drink? Probably not. I mean, again, my price range goes up to $40 and then just stops. Just, yeah, I bet. Ooh. As I said earlier, the one I can get nearby is $62, which is bonkers. All right, let's see here. Finish. Profile, community notes. Brown sugar, licorice, oak, sweet, vanilla. Sweet and vanilla, sorry. Licorice. I don't get licorice on this at all. I get licorice off rye stuff. Not this. Is there rye in here? Because there is. Then I understand that. But I don't get that. we can go over the official overview. Because again, I keep forgetting I have 2 samples to do. It's just an excuse for me to have 2 drinks in 2 hours, basically. Official overview from Kentucky. What a shock. ABV supposedly is 46.5. Straight bourbon. Age, no age statement. 1910 Old Forester whiskey. Old Forester's 4th and final expression in the Whiskey Row series. It is a double barrel bourbon, creating a smooth mingling of sweet oatmeal, raisin cookies, and milk chocolate, caramel corn, and evolving spices that lead into a refined charred oak finish. So says the website. And they do have official tasting notes and stuff, which is glorious because I like to have 2 different sets just so I can go back and forth. The official nose. It always sounds much better on the official stuff, too. Here we go. Official nose. Interlaced layers of buttercream, sticky toffee, cedar, and apricot. Doesn't that sound wonderful? What were the official nose for the community? It was nothing like that. No, it was pretty much basic bourbon with chocolate. Chocolate was the one that's a curveball, which I do get on some bourbons, but I don't get it on this one. This one's more your standard bourbons, taste, smells, except a little more oak forward, which I don't mind. I kind of like that. Noisy neighbors. All right, official taste. Smooth, well-rounded mingling of sweet oatmeal. You said this already. Raisin cookie and milk chocolate leaning into caramel corn. And it's the same thing. I have it on here twice. Smooth, well-rounded mingling with sweet oatmeal raisin cookie. I don't get that at all. I don't like raisin cookies. I don't know many people who do like oatmeal raisin cookies, but milk chocolate, caramel, corn, and evolving spice. They don't say oak on the taste. Huh. Official finish, charred oak leads with a clean, peripheral spice. Peripheral finish. Spice, whatever. Oh. Well, Barn Door, I suggest you buy it all now and then ration it out to the rest of us. To me, no. Some people will do that though, won't they? Is that how secondary market works? Someone just buys a bunch and just hoards it until it's all gone, and it's like, guess what? This is $100 now. Ha ha ha. I think that's how it works. Maybe? No idea. Well, that's a wonderful little bit of info for this whiskey. I like. Still surprising. They didn't say oak on the taste. But I'm also surprised they only had 4 notes to begin with. Oh, they did say oak. But cooked fruits? No. Caramel? Yes. Pepper? Yes. Cooked fruit just is vague to me. It's like, which ones? Like cooked apple pie kind of thing? Or are we talking about pecan pie? Or why am I thinking about pie? Maybe that's because that's not a fruit. Cooked, it's not a fruit. Is it? It's a nut, right? Oh boy. My brain. $55. Good grief. Great googly moogly, as they say. Ooh. All these numbers. Have you noticed bourbon liked numbers a lot? I have noticed that, and I don't understand it. Numbers and letters, often. It's very confusing. I believe I'm thinking of, is it Elijah Craig? Yeah, Elijah Craig, because there was, the C920 that was going around last year? I had some, I think. Or was it B920? Or was it B420? That sounds wrong. Uh-oh. Hike the mountains. You could all come here and visit Newport, and don't come here when the tourists are around. It's nice in autumn. If you ever want to see a New England autumn time, do that. If you come here in the summer, it gets a little crazy around here. But that is discounting last year. Last year doesn't count. There was no last year. That was just a span of time where we all asleep and having a horrible dream. Still kind of having a horrible dream, actually. Yeah. The eternal whiskey drinkers problem. B520. Probably. Because there's so many gosh dang bottles out there. But that's what I mean. Like just the huge variety of letters and numbers that just mean things. I know what they mean. It's the time of release kind of deal. But I can never remember that stuff properly. Not try that's on my list. It's a long list, so that's a question. Property. We're going to have a party at her place? That sounds swell. I can almost hear your eyes popping in your head like, no. That's not what I mean. I really have to update my collection here, too. There's an add to favorites option, and add to favorites and add to wish list and add to my collection. So there are 3 options here. And I haven't been doing that recently. And that's how I was trying to keep track of all the whiskey I had. That's just stopped happening. Maybe I'll do that later tonight, where I just look at all the bottles I have and just punch it into my phone or punch it into the website. All right, let's see. KIllco's whiskey wish list. We'll go into that briefly. If I can find out how to put it on here, because words and stuff is hard. All right. I'm so used to using the app. That's actually confusing to try to not use it. My whiskey dashboard, that's a thing. Oh, Mishawaka. What are we talking about? Kentucky? I assume we're talking about Kentucky, but I have no idea. You'll get free whiskey. So you know. All right, tasting. I even have tasting notes on here. I forgot I did that. My favorites, my ratings, my wish list. All right, we'll see what's on my wish list for bourbons that I have yet to try. I assure you, it is a long list. And it's a bunch of like crazy stuff. Like most of this, it's never going to happen. Like 3-chord bourbon batch 1 is on here. I have Compass Box on here, but that's Scotch. A very old Barton Bottle and Bond. What else? Now we have Redbreast Cask Strength 27. That may happen. I've had the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Barrel proof. They're playing music next door again. And if they are, I don't want it picked up. It's not a bad song, though. Willett Family Estate Single Barrel Rye 4-year-old. I think I had a sample of that not long ago. I think about it. Ah! Bye, Mike. I'll be there. Because now I've been so disappointed. That's not bourbon night. What night is it? I'm so confused. It's the Bourbon Wrench night. That doesn't roll off the tongue as well. It's wrench night. It's prime time. No, that's used somewhere else. What else do we have here? Bourbons. Old Fitzgerald Bottled and Bond, 15-year-old. Fall 2019 release. That's on here. I haven't looked at these in ages, so I don't know what actually is on here. And I have a feeling I've done this before. Where someone asked me what I've wanted to try and then just check my wish list. Rebel Yell, 100 Kentucky Straight Bourbon. 100 proof, probably. Old Forester Single Barrel Straight Bourbon. I don't think I've had that. I don't even know. Oh, Starlight Carl Tea Bourbon. Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. That'll happen tonight. And I think I actually have had a single barrel before, but I'm not sure. Again, if there's a video out there on my webpage, YouTube page, which there probably is, I can check to see what it was. Oh, good. I mean, it's not that loud, but I can hear it. And this microphone is pretty good at hearing things. Because right now I'm this far away, and a lot of places they get this close, and it's really loud if Sorry, I was probably just whispering in your ear. As soon as you said headphones, I was like, I'm going to be weird about it. Russell's Reserve Straight Bourbon 10-year-old. Rittenhouse Straight Rye 100 proof bottle and bond. Colonel E.H. Taylor 4-grain bottle and bond. 4-grain. That's a small batch right here. Must be an awful noise. Pinhook Straight Rye. Rye Huma. Pinhook Straight Rye. Bourbon and Rye. Granted, that's a rye. Technically not a bourbon, but you know what I mean. Early Times Kentucky Straight Bourbon. I can take that off the wish list, technically. Bully Boy American Straight Whiskey. That's another one I haven't had, I don't think. I can't do that. ADHD Whiskey already does that. He's much better at speaking into his microphone now. He does, what does he do? Hello and welcome to the show. Tonight, we're going to have some whiskey. Something like that. I'm not about to try and do impressions of other whiskey tubers. That's slightly rude, and I don't think I'd be very good at it. What does he do? Hello, my name is Matt. I need to talk to him someday on a stream. Like, he needs to be here, I need to be there. Because we both have those problems in our head, and it's great. But, you know, you can be that way and still be world's top whiskey taster, apparently. It's like a superpower, except it's not. Trust me, it's not. If you have this problem, you will know it's not fun to deal with. What am I doing? Nailed it. Kavalan. I've had some of that, but that's from freaking... Man, I said the same thing last time. Kavalan is from Taiwan? Sounds about right. I mean, I could. The one I have is fine, though. It's right here. It's on a thing. It's so fancy. My dad gave it to me. Thanks, Dad. It sounds much better than the webcam mic. If you've seen some of my earlier videos, you know what that sounds like. George T. Stagg. I have not had any Stagg, and I feel like as a whiskey tuber, that is sort of a sin or something. Little Book, Chapter 3 is on here. Stagg Jr. I haven't had it. Writer's Tear Redhead. That is an Irish whiskey, but that's what I want to try because Writer's Tear is pretty good. But I agree with Rex and Daniel where Writer's Tear, great name. Kind of Irish whiskey. It's fine. Thailand. Did I say Taiwan? I don't know what I said. What else we got? I'm going to keep going on this because now I'm curious. That's the problem. Someone asked me what are some of the whiskeys I've never had or bourbons I've never had. It's like, well, it's on my wish list. Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit, I've actually sampled, but I don't have a bottle. I really kind of want one of the big old tail bottles since those are going away, but I'm pretty sure those are long gone now. Booker's 2018 Kathleen's batch. I would like a whole bottle of that for sentimental reasons. I almost put you in timeout. That could have been mean. Like I tried to click on the thing to do this, and there's a little 3-button thing next to it that can make someone quiet. What does it do? Put someone in timeout or block user. Ouch. Not gonna do that. Yeah, exactly. I have a number of empty bottles for some reason, even with the cases. I have said this on stream before. I have a bunch of Irish whiskey up there. I have an old Lefroy Glore bottle, and the case came in because that stuff was amazing. Trev would love that. Lefroy Glore. Oban 14 is a bottle I want to get because that is one I like to order when I go out. That's a Scotch, mind you, because it's good. Basil Hayden or Basil Hayden Dark Rye. Haven't had that. Ooh, Tullamore Dew Caribbean Cask Finish, Caribbean Rum Finished. I haven't had a bottle. Balcones Classic Series Brimstone. Haven't had that. Texas Bourbon. Dry fly port finished wheat. I've had some of the dry fly, but I don't know if I've had the port finished. I have sampled the straight wheat whiskey. Dry fly was pretty good. Michter's? I think I've had Michter's before. Have I not had Michter's? Wow. I feel like I'm failing the whiskey tube world. I don't know. So many things I've yet to try. I've only been doing this for like a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years. How long have I been doing this? Officially, it's just been over a year, I think. Like I've been putting out videos for years, but I only officially started doing it a little over a year ago, I think. Oh, that's better. All right, I need to finish this. So I can get on the next one. I'm stalling. I'm really stalling. It smells so good, though. God damn. Wow. I want to give this other one a fair shake. That's what I've heard. I have a feeling I've sampled it. Maybe. But again, it might have been at a bar, and just by saying that statement, that was probably over a year ago. So, 2019 in all likelihood. Oh, we have the Brooklotics on here, the Octomore stuff. I sampled one of them, and it didn't blow my mind, but that might have been the least peated version. Compass box stuff, Writer's Tier cast strength. Writer's Tier has a cast strength. I would love to try that. Teeling single malt. I can cross that off my list. Woodford Reserve Distiller Select Kentucky Straight Wheat Whiskey. Basil Hayden Bourbon 8-year-old. Basil Hayden Kentucky Straight Bourbon. I've heard things about Basil Hayden. Uncle Nearest 1884 small batch. Oh, regrets. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. It's not Uncle Nearest down here. Old Forester Whiskey Row Series Bourbon 1920. I've had a sample of that, I think. It is Taiwan. Cool. That's what I hear. That's why I'm not chasing it. But the young and I never am. Wild Turkey Rare Breed. I want another bottle so bad. So bad. You have no idea. It's been so long since I've had it, and I don't even think I reviewed it. I think, it's Bourbon Night just talked it up a lot with the Wild Turkey stuff. So they were talking about Wild Turkey a lot. I got into Wild Turkey 101. I ended up buying Forgiven, and I ended up buying Rare Breed, and I don't think I ever did videos about it. But then again, I don't remember. I know I drank them all. I know I did one on Forgiven because that was for their wedding thing. I don't remember what I did. I think I wrote it something. Don't go look it up. It's on here. I'll do it. I don't remember what I did. I did something. Pappy's is on here. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Oh, this is an old one. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch B519. 2019 release. And then we have another one on here, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch A119. So that was 2019 stuff. Long gone, I'm sure, or costs $1 million. Method of Madness, that's Irish whiskey. But who doesn't want to try Method of Madness? The name is wonderful. Iron Root's on here. I've had Jim Beam's Double Cut. It is not great. I don't think. Or am I thinking of the other one? Like the Double Black or something. Evan Williams 1783. I've had that. Larceny Barrel Proof is on here. Henry McKenna 10-year-old. I've had it. I think I reviewed it. I think it's in my top 4 bourbons to buy or something like that. That I did 2 years ago, maybe? Good grief. A year ago? I can't keep track. I know Henry McKenna got really popular because it won something, and then the prices went up, and then blah. Eagle Rare 10-year-old is on here. Oh, 10-year-old single barrel. That's slightly different, I think. George C. Stagg, Sazerac Straight Rye. Many of you have probably had these before. I have not. Must finish. I mentioned I'm not good at drinking quickly. Huh. I have Evan Williams Black Label on here. Why? I have a whole bottle of that, and I've reviewed it at least twice. Bullets on here. There you go. Old Gradnad is pretty good. I think I reviewed it, but I don't remember. Welcome, DC. Every time I see your name, I start thinking about Batman. What have you done? Woodford Reserve Distillers Select Bourbon. If anyone's just showing up, I'm talking about the going over my whiskey wish list here. Stuff I've never sampled. There's Method of Madness again. Blanton's I've actually had. One of them. Colonel H. Taylor is definitely on here. I wish I could get that more often. Wendell, a 13-year-old, Mizunara finished. Amazing stuff. You have no idea. See, that's what I didn't get to do. I just remember I got the McKenna, and I think I know I recommended it in one of my videos. I think it was four bourbons to wife will be willing. 4 bourbons for beginners is what I think it was. There is a video. You can watch it. I'm not going to say more about it because then I have to do something, and I'm not going to do that because I'll forget. 4 Roses single barrel bourbon. I can take that off my list because I already know that stuff is amazing. I have a few things I got to take off here. I have Redbreast Cask Strength on here as well, except that's batch B112, which was probably 2 years ago. And Redbreast 21-year-old, which I sampled, and it's crazy. It's not what you expect at all. Johnny Walker Platinum label. I think Platinum was the one I liked. I don't know why my shoulder hurts suddenly, but I had a little setup of Johnny Walker stuff, and I remember it was the black, the gold, the platinum, and the blue, and I'm pretty sure I like the platinum the most out of those. Granted, it's Johnny Walker, so we're not talking about crazy stuff, but it was I did get into scotches mostly through Lefroy and Johnny Walker initially. I finished off many a bottle of Johnny Walker Black and Johnny Walker. What the heck was the other one? The woman one. Johnny Walker something. It had a lady on it instead, but I don't remember what they called it. Jane Walker? That sounds about right. We'll say it's Jane Walker. Where were we? Yes, Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. We're assuming that's what this is. It just says JDBP. If you can read that. If it focuses, it probably won't. JDBP. We're saying Jack Daniel's barrel proof, I think. Jane Walker, yes, thank you. To highlight, Jane Walker. And that's just, Johnny Walker in a different bottle, from what I understand. It's not like they actually did anything. They're just like, let's put a woman on it. And now it's Jane Walker. Yeah. Oh, that was delish. For those of you who don't know, change in plans this evening. Film at 11. News at 11. This just in. Trev Wilson is going live at 8 p.m. tonight. The Bourbon Range. It seems that it's Bourbon night. It's not going on live tonight because of reasons. Sad day. But at least someone's taken up the mantle of bourbon. And it doesn't have to be me. Most importantly, because I have about 2 hours in me for every stream I do. And again, StreamYard is getting angry at me. It's like, you've almost reached your hour limit. Pay us, and you can have more. That was water. Richie Z, yeah, 15 in chat. What's the thing people are saying lately? Lick the like button. I prefer the overlords. The YouTube overlords demand your thumbs. They demand your thumbs because you're here. These are not my rules. It's the YouTube overlords. I'm sorry. Either thumb. I don't say which one. I can say lick the like button, but that sounds a little weird, and it's been said by other people. It's not a bad thing. If you really want to lick the like button, I mean, that's your thing. It's not me. I don't judge. I do judge. I won't pretend to don't. I won't. I almost saw the tasting notes. Almost. So, okay, we're going to number 2 of the evening. This is going to be a hyper quick review because I realize I have 30 minutes to do it. So I'm going to give my initial tastes, and then I'm going to look it up, and I'll hopefully finish that within half an hour. You'd think I'd be better at this. And once more, we're guessing what this is. I'm fairly certain it's Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. And this came with another of samples. Another of samples? A number of samples. A number of samples. Today, we are talking white with from White All. Who said this? Hold on. I need to remember these things, but I don't. It's how it works. You can only imagine how infuriating that is. Oh, right. Hold on. Can hear the music next door still. I'm just like, yeah. Where the heck? Who sent these? Ah. Whiskey Samurai, I believe, sent me these. So thank you, Whiskey Samurai. If you're here. If you're not, still thank you. And he gave me a number of ones. Like this is just one of many. I have said this on stream before, but I have other samples. Those samples are Jack Daniel's 150th anniversary, 100 proof. Jack Daniel's Sinatra, 90 proof. Jack Daniel's Heritage Barrel, 2019, 100 proof. Jack Daniel's number 27, Gold, 90 proof. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Taster Barrel, Reunion, number 1, 90 proof. And Jack Daniel's TN Taster Barrel Proof Rye, 127. So I'm fairly certain this one was in there as well. Not 100% sure, though, because it's not on the list. But I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's the same bottle, same labeling kind of thing. See if I can prove my point here. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, yeah. See? This one just says D. That's why there's a list. And that looks suspiciously similar and happens to be Jack Daniel's. So, we're making assumptions here. Assumptions. All right, let's get this going. I've never felt so stressed to do a review of whiskey suddenly, because the reviews I do take maybe 30 minutes, an hour, something like that. Again, I don't know how Chad and Sarah do this, where they do a brief review of freaking 2 to 3 to 4 whiskeys in an hour. That is the best way to just get inebriated very quickly. Right, here we go. Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. A Tennessee whiskey, I believe. I don't know why Tennessee people talk like that, but they do. Don't ask me why. Here we go. Oh. This is about the same amount as last time, thankfully. I'm not going to drink it quite as slowly, in all likelihood. But we'll see. We shall see. Oh, I have so many whiskey bottles over here. Can you get rid of this today? The color. A little different. Still pretty decent amber color. Nice. What have you done? As long as it didn't break. Woof. Wow. That seems to be a higher proof. I think. I actually don't know. But it says barrel proof on it, so kind of that's a giveaway. That should definitely have given it away. Oh, yeah, it was. Richie Z, I see your message was retracted. But I didn't see it. Like StreamYard sees it. The other two on the actual stream, the message board, the pop out, as I like to call it, disappeared. Yeah, it's 15 in chat wasn't good enough. He's like, never mind. It's less than that now. I take it all back. All right. Don't want to be influenced. This is your sweet whiskey, but I mean, This is where I wish I could do my own kind of blind flight stuff, because I realize, knowing this is Jack Daniels, knowing it's a Tennessee whiskey, it seems like there's more char, because double char stuff. I forget what kind of wood is it? Is it oak? No. What do they do? They pour it through a whole charring thing, and I swear it's like maple, but that doesn't seem right. That seems weird. Something else. What is it? I've actually seen videos of them doing it, but I don't. Charcoal? No. Is it? I have the word charcoal bellows going in my head, but I'm not sure why. Shush. People on their doors. Ah. I didn't see. Oops. A push. That makes more sense now, doesn't it? Well, it does smell pretty sweet, but I can't quite tell why. I see Bourbon's in the chat. Bourbon. I'm waiting for it to show up on StreamYard. RBA Whiskey, Suede. Why isn't it showing up on StreamYard? Good gosh, this is where I get concerned. I know, I have these two chat windows open because I can see the YouTube chat, and there's an extensive delay between what happens there and what I actually see. Yes, good. This is what I was looking at. Single barrel is tasty. That's what I hear. That's why I'm about to have some. I'm not really giving a good review of it because I am pressed for time suddenly. It smells sweet. I can tell it's been charcoaled twice because I know it has. Again, I'm biased. Like if I was smelling this blind, I would have no idea what it is, I'm sure. No. I guess I'm getting, I want to say caramel. I said that about the last one, so it feels like cheating. A Lincoln County process. That was about right. Thank you, Richie. Do it. I mean, if you want. Only if you want. That's the important part. I want people to hit the like button because they like what they're seeing or they're enjoying the experience at the very least. Well, that's why I say the YouTube overlords demand your thumbs, because it can be either one. I know which one I prefer, but YouTube overlords are like, just do one or the other. We want the thumbs, do it. Makes my nose tingle a little bit here. What's good is, knowing this is Jack Daniels, I don't get the banana smell, thankfully. I've gotten that before. On the regular old number 7, nothing like that in here. And the more I'm smelling this, it is kind of starting to be familiar, because I did have a bottle of Jack Daniels in the fancy bottle. I think it was a single barrel, and not maybe this one, the barrel proof, but we'll see. We shall see. Little Bell Mead Reserve. Ooh. Oh, Mom, did you almost forget? That's funny. Or are you just glad he reminded everyone? Could be that too. Let's see, little Little Bell Mead Reserve. Thanks for reminding me. 130.1. Oh, I kind of wish I knew what this one was, but Red Rose Single Bag 2020. Mother's Having Tea. If you're not sure about that. That's all this almost makes me want to sneeze. Maybe I just want to sneeze. I'm not sure. I'm getting some weird smells out of this, but I can't quite place it. I guess I'll say vanilla, but that, Maybe it's cinnamon. I can do this for a very long time, as I've said before, and I'm pressed for time. There is something. It's something that's bothering me. I get locked onto a certain smell every now and then. I don't know if it's just a proof or if just something's weird happening. I'm getting that one I don't like saying because it sounds so obscure, but it's like an orange rind thing. I don't know how else to explain it. I can't quite place it. But that's what I'm being reminded of anyway. Let's get on to the taste. Cheers. Oh, that's spicy. Didn't hurt going down. That's nice. Oh, tongue tingles everywhere. It's dancing on my tongue. What was that? There was some kind of fruit thing. I think. I just got a hint of banana. Couldn't smell it. Got a little bit on the taste. It was good. I like. That's a plus. We got the funk. Do the funk. Yeah, I definitely like this. I certainly like it more than the number 7, which I have reviewed before, I think. And I always get a little nostalgic because my aunt used to drink Jack Daniels straight, or at least on the rocks, way back in the day. Never got to have any with her, but sad time. This is nice. I'm feeling a little more relaxed now. That does happen after you had a drink, I think, unsurprisingly. What is that? Oh my gosh, this is going to bother me. There's a certain smell in here that is noticeable. Yes, Aunt Irene. My Aunt Irene used to drink Jack Daniels at our holiday gatherings. This is to her. May she rest in peace. Ooh. Sweet and spicy, kind of cinnamon. There's this weird fruit note of some sort. Do I want to say cherry? Kind of. Oh, it's nice. Great aunt to me. That's right. My great aunt. And she was great. She drank Jack Daniels. I mean, come on. I don't remember how old she was. Did she get to 90, Ma? I feel like she did. I honestly don't remember. It's been a long time. Banana. I did get a slight banana taste, but nothing like what I do on the Jack Daniels No. 7. Yeah. I feel like I got a hint of cherry, which is lovely. I think the most cherry whiskey I've had is, or at least the smell was Maker's Mark. I got instant cherry out of that. And that's another one I've actually reviewed. So if you want to watch that, you can. I have so many videos. How many videos do I have? 100? Probably. At least 100. I've done at least 2 to 3 years of December whiskey tastings or advent calendars. So that's at least 100 right there. Ish. That'd be 4 years. Oh, gosh. Anyway, getting distracted in my head. Only have 15 minutes left. Not going to panic anytime soon. Anyway, Whizzky App, where are you? There we go. I think this is delish. But depending on the price, we'll see how delish. Gosh, there's a smell in here that's driving me crazy. For a second, I want to say it's reminding me of some kind of cleaning solution, but not in a bad way. It smells kind of good. But that could just be the alcohol. I mean, that's very possible. It's just alcohol smell. And I'm thinking it's something else. All right. Let's get on with this. Hey. Unsurprising. So, start with the average price paid on this. And again, I'm using the app, link below, and over this. But just in case you're new here, I use an app to figure out tasting notes because it's a nice little crutch, I suppose. And I like to introduce it to other people. important. It's important to me as a whiskey tuber to guide other people into whiskey by, I guess, removing the snobbery from it. And since I am meh as far as my tasting notes and tasting experience and palate in general, at least I think so. Other people are totally different. I like to show that you can have a whiskey at home, and there's an option to look up stuff. Like you can be like, okay, I think I get this, this, and this, and then you can look it up yourself and be like, oh, other people got this, this, and this. Hey, and I got a couple of those too. That's the idea. It helps. It helps guide people into the whiskey world. Once you remove that, oh, I'm getting tastes of pear and apricots and marzipan. I mean, those are all notes you can definitely get. And one of my favorite, well, not my favorite review, but one review out there, we all know, Ralphie. The tasting notes he gets always blow my mind because I don't know where he picks up those words. He's got a long vocabulary dictionary kind of brain of things. And for me, I'm just like vanilla, it's sweet, cherry, you know, that's how I go. Ooh, really? It does not drink like that if that is the case. We'll find out. Ooh, you're right. All right, nose profile community notes here. Average price paid first is about $60, give or take. Nose profile for the community is vanilla, oak, honey, banana, and caramel. I do not get banana on the smell, thankfully. But there is something in there I can't quite place. It's none of those, though, because those are all the basics. Honey, caramel, oak, vanilla. Those are standard bourbon things. So if you like those, which I do, I'm the stomach. I'm the kind of guy who likes caramel macchiatos and that kind of thing. So I don't get them often. I get them too often, really. But flavor for the community notes, well, there's a bunch. Brown sugar, oak, spicy, syrup. I like that. Cinnamon, banana, which I did get a little bit on the taste, and vanilla. No cherry, though. Not surprising. And no fruits of any sort. Maybe it's just the alcohol smell. I'm starting to think banana, though, but I don't think that's it. Banana is one of those things I don't like the smell of. I had a bad experience with bananas. And that is, well, not a bad experience. I did it to myself. There was like a banana liqueur I drank for a donation. Again, that's why that's going down there. People, I think we donated, so we got to a $50 donation amount, which is wonderful to do that, but I haven't done it in a while because drinking gross stuff for money is not fun. I can do it, it's just not fun. And it was like 99 bananas or something like that. Dreadful stuff. Fake banana taste all over the place. Really, not fun. Like I would rather drink Malort than 99 bananas. Or a Jaeger bomb. I can do a Jaeger bomb easily enough. Those are fine. I have no problem with Jaeger. It's not my favorite, but I can do it. Finish profile for this is spicy, oak, caramel, vanilla, nutty. That's one I have a problem with. Syrup, cinnamon, and fresh tobacco. That's one I don't see very often. On the finish, though? Barn door? No. Don't do that. Because all you will do, if I ever get, like, if someone sends that to me as a joke, they will get me a video of me dumping it into the sink. That's what will happen. I promise. I don't mind a little nips because I can deal with that, but a whole bottle of it, bleh. Yeah, bleh. Don't monkey around my ditch. Mother, thank you. Because no one else said it first. All right. So, oddly enough, the finish profile for this, people seem to dig. They had a lot more tasting notes than fresh tobacco. I'm starting to think banana now that I'm smelling this, and that's bothering me. Because I can almost get it, and I don't want to. I've been talking about bananas. It's not good. Whoa. That's good, but it does not drink. If this is actually the proof that it says it is, that's dangerous. Because I really like this, and I'm drinking it fairly quickly. Because of the time constraints. We've got 10 minutes left. Whoa. I'll tell you the official stuff. There's no tasting notes, though. That's always annoying. Maybe I'll go to their website, see if there's anything. Because I got a little time left, and why not? All right. So apparently, and I don't believe this. Well, I believe some of this. So first of all, origin, Tennessee. ABV, it says here, 66.2%. Granted, single barrel, they all vary slightly. But if we're in the 60-something range, that's incredible. Because it does not drink like that. This is just tasty. It's tongue tingly, kind of spicy. I like that, but I also like high proof stuff. But this high, I think I would notice. If you watched my recent Redbreast casting review, I took a sip of that, and it was one of the few times I reacted pretty heavily to drinking a higher proof thing. And it was 56, I think, 56 point something. So it wasn't much higher than my Wild Turkey 101, really, but for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it was because of the neck pour. Maybe it was because I haven't had it in a while. I wasn't expecting it. I don't know. It was weird, but it was good. I want more. I might pour more later. Oh, it's so nice to be a whiskey tuber. You have all these whiskeys to drink all the time. Most of the time. All right, here's the blip. No tasting notes, as I said. This is probably going to sound like an advertisement. We'll see. I haven't read it. We'll find out. It's whiskey as nature intended it. I'm pretty sure nature didn't decide to distill, whatever. Bottled straight from the barrel, and it's full proof, intensely smooth, and remarkably varied. Barrel proof is bottled at anywhere from 125 to 140 proof. So they say it does vary. Taking Jack's trademark vanilla and toasted oak flavors to bold new levels and beyond. It doesn't say the and beyond, but I felt I had to throw that in there as a nod to Toy Story. 131.4. 130 proof. Yeah, that's what's surprising me. Like if I start drinking this quickly, and by the time 8:30 rolls around, I'll know what the proof is. Good grief! But again, this just says barrel proof on it. It doesn't even say barrel proof. For those of you who are just joining us, Jack Daniel's BP is all I got here. I don't know anything else about it other than it's probably a barrel proof. It's lovely, as I have been saying, because I can't think of another adjective, adverb, word to describe something I like. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's very good. I enjoy. I like. I don't know where I get that from. It's good. I like. No idea. All right, let's check the Google. Google, you're going to tell me things, I hope, because since the Whizzky app didn't have any official tasting notes, I want to see if the Jack Daniel's webpage does. They schmight not. Shwee, shwell, shwee. We will see. There we go. We got it. We got it. Oh, how old am I? Am I old enough to drink? Maybe. You can't tell because you're just a computer or a web page. All right, let's see. Oh, they give you some recipes. Savor and share. And Gentleman Jack. I've never had Gentleman Jack. I've heard it's kind of meh. The same exact thing is on the Whizzky app, so that's good. Fairly certain someone copy-pastes the official notes. Surprisingly smooth is on here, and I would certainly agree. But it doesn't have tasting notes. Good. Just says savor and share. And that feels like a letdown. You think a big page like Jack Daniel's would have something other than the little blip I just read. It says it's our first cask strength whiskey. Robust, but not overpowering. True. Surprisingly smooth. Also true. So I would certainly recommend if you want to drink a high proof whiskey that's, not Kentucky, it's Tennessee, Jack Daniel's. There is a slight banana taste. If that is offensive to you, it's offensive to me, but it's not that bad, actually. I still get a lot more out of it, and I enjoy it. I just wish I could find some other tasting notes on their webpage, because anywhere else, it's not official. It's just someone else like me being, it's this, and it's this. Ugh. I can get it Total Wine. Total Wine, how much are you selling it for? $60. Ugh. Not going to happen. I think the only reason I ever tried this as a bottle is because it was on sale for like 40, and I'm pretty sure my dad bought it for me. So thanks, Dad. It was good. It's long gone. I might have kept the bottle. I don't think I did. That's a nice bottle. If you want to look, Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. It's this nice, fancy looking bottle. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. Words. But I can't quite place it. It's fancy looking. That's all I can say. Oh, gosh. Okay. News. If you have come here before, if you're new, subscribe and like and all that stuff. Overlords, YouTube overlords demand thumbs. And also, I hope I'll see you again next time, because I do go on live Friday evenings and Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back next Friday. There should be a video coming out Wednesday. I still haven't quite decided what it is. I think we did a poll on Friday. I've already forgotten what it was, but I think it was one person said one thing and one person said another. So that's technically a tie. So I can pick whatever I want. I may do Elijah Craig. I may do, what else do I have? I may do Chattanooga. We had a sample of Chattanooga on Friday, and it was pretty good. And basically, I have a bottle of it, and I need an excuse to open it. So maybe I'll do that for Wednesday. Schwelsey. Yes, well done, people. Well done. It's always good to have more likes than people are in the room right now. And usually we kind of hover around 15 to 20, which is still dumbfounding to me, to be perfectly clear. But it's always nice to see that many people. I get a little panicky once we get past 20. That's when I think I need to perform and say something, and I'm so confused and I don't know what to do anymore because we're at 20. Ugh. Which one? The one I'm drinking? Because the one I'm drinking, I have no idea. It just says JDBP on the sample I got. So I have no idea what the proof is. And if this is 60%, holy moly. I just, it doesn't drink like it. But it's starting to feel like it does. So, ooh. Oh, it's so nice. Tingly. I love it. I have pretzels. Wow. Oh, that's pretzely. Oh. Yes. Where is it? Nope. Nope. So this might be Wednesday's review. Chattanooga whiskey, straight bourbon cask, 111 proof. It's got a pretty nice cork on there too. That's a whole cork. That's a lot of cork right there. God damn. And the reason I want to sample this one for a review video on Wednesday, maybe, I'm talking it up pretty hard, is because I have a whole bunch of other Chattanooga samples and I want to get kind of a baseline other than the Chattanooga 91. Yeah, Chattanooga Whiskey 91 that I had on Friday. And it was very unexpected. It was good, but it was not like a typical bourbon. Yeah, so it's up there. If it is, it's good. And yes, I've heard good things. I'm looking forward to trying it. We're coming to the last minute, folks. I don't know how this happens every time. Where suddenly it's the end. And I'm sad you all have to go, but StreamYard is already angry at me for how many hours I'm doing, because I did one extra show this month on St. Patrick's Day. We're heading over to the Bourbon Wrench because he's going live next, because it's Bourbon Night is MIA for the moment for reasons. Hopefully they're fine, but we will see them next week. Here we go at the end. Until next time, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. Waiting on the timer. It's lunch. Woo! Oh, yes. Mwah.